guys, hope everybody's keeping well. I'm going to tell you a wee fly called the blue angel, salmon fly. Now, this is mainly a springtime pattern, but the likes of here in Northern Ireland, we're sort of coming to the end of our fishing season on the 31st of October for game fishing, and people were starting to think now, maybe starting to sit down, put a couple of boxes of flies together, thinking about what patterns they could maybe tie for next year. Now, this is a good spring fly, as I say, so I'm going to show you how to tie it on this is a partridge patriot double in size 10. Good tied on a tube, particularly a 2-inch and an inch tube as well. Good tied on that. So we're going to tie it on this, so the thread I'm going to use is the Uni Thread 801 black. What we'll do that, we'll pop the eyes on me, and then I'm just going to come in a couple of mil behind the eye of the hook, and we'll get our thread started. Just work on about 5 or 6 mil of thread, remove the waste tag of thread. Now I'm going to use a wire to create the tag and the rib, and I'm using an ultra wire in silver. So just catch that in underneath, and then just work your thread down, and basically until you're in line or just slightly past the points of the hooks will be grand. I'm going to come around with 5 turns of the wire to create my tag, and on the last turn bring it up and in between the 2 hooks. That just locks everything in for you. Bring that forward a couple of mil, and then bend and break away the wire. Now there's no tail on this fly, but what we're going to do here is we're going to put a wee hot tag on the back, and this is a strand of Glow Bright floss number 4. Now you could finish off your thread and then tie on the Glow Bright and then whip off, but if you do it this way, it's just as tight. Now, we'll just get our Glow Bright floss started at the back, and then I'm just going to build it up with a couple of passes up and down to get the colour that I want to see at the back. So it'll do me there. I know it's not going to come off or slip off at the back, but just for a bit of extra security, I like to always bring this bit then over. That just locks the tag in for me, just makes the fly a bit stronger. Or if you don't want to do that, you can always put a wee drop of UV resin over the top. It's up to you. There's a whole lot of different ways, it's just one way of doing it there. Wee fibre here, it's not happy with, take that away. And the way back down we'll catch in our wire. Nice and tight. Body, we're just looking some holographic tinsel. This is aqua in large and blue. So we're going to tie this in, just a wee bit off here from the last fly that I tied. And just bring your thread up. Now you can put some super glue on here if you wish, and then bring up your tinsel. But it's not all the time that I'll use super glue. I've never had a body of a fly fall apart on me. Up to there. Follow this around with my thread. It does make sense to use super glue, it just makes the fly a wee bit more robust, but it's not all the time I'd use it. Now I'm just going to come in and trim away the waste, and I'm going to bring up our silver wire nice and tight. Follow that around with our thread. Do 3 or 4 turns, will catch that wire in. You can bend and break that away. Now the wing, you're looking for some brown fox, or in this case I'm using a safari brown fox tail. And we're not looking piles of hair, just enough to get us going on this wee fly. Perfect. Trim that wee bit off. I don't want the guard hairs in the fly, they're too light. Just take some of those out, not all of them, but majority of them. Now the length of this is up to you. You can have it short, you can have it long. It's your own personal preference, also your state of tan. Now, I'm going to have mine twice the length over the back. Just come around with a pinching loop. Take a couple of turns. See what way we're sitting. I'm happy enough with that, so I'm just going to come in then and trim away the waste. Into that we're going to put in some mirror flash. Now this is the mirror flash in blue. But if you don't have mirror flash, any flash will do. The fly will still work. It's a good fly this. Like I said, it's a good spring fly. Right. A bit of flashes broke on me, so I'm going to have to go back to the hank. Apologies. Get another two. Just wasn't happy with that flash the way I was sitting for me. Just checking it here. It's a wee bit better, so I'm just going to offer it up to the end of the wing. Just going to come around and pinch and loop. Take a couple of turns. Then I'm going to come in and fold the flash back on itself. Come in, trim away. Get more fly to those, so I'm just going to moisten that, leave it on my desk. And I'm just going to trim the flies to the length that I want. Now, at this point we're going to put a wing or a throat, and whatever you like to call it, on it, an underwing. Now, this is one I tied earlier. I'm going to put a good half a board of these together. And I've used bucktail underneath, but I'm going to tie half a dozen with, sorry, just bear with me, let me show you. This is just the Arctic runner, dyed a nice fluorescent yellow. So just a wee pinch off here. We're just going to offer this in underneath now. Just want to get it to the length, roughly to the same length as the wing. Then we're going to pinch and loop. Go around with a couple of nice tight turns. Now, we've got a vise that you can rotate. That's half of the bottle here, guys. Just to make sure this is sitting nice for us. Just tighten back up again. Then we'll come in and collect the waste ends. Trim those away. Now, just take your thread down over your cut ends. Just making sure everything's nice and tight. At this point, and back up. Just have a wee check. See what way you're sitting. Yeah, it's not too bad. Now you can use a bucktail if you want, but that's going to give it probably a wee bit more. Bucktail's probably a wee bit more robust, where the Arctic runner's going to give you a wee bit more movement. Now in this fly, jungle cock is required in the pattern, so got two eyes here, and we're going to offer these up to the hook. So all I do here, guys, is just try and get them lined up the best I can in my hand, just with my eyesight, which isn't the best, and then just slide back the rubbish on the feather, offer it up to the hook, just where you want them to be. Just going to hold them onto the side of the hook. These are just loose turns, just to see what way we're sitting and to the length. I'm happy enough with that. So we're just going to check the length again. Let's bring this one on a wee tad. Yep, that's dead on now. So just going to hold the two eyes. Take another couple of thread turns going down towards the eye. Best thing to do here is to fold back these stems. That means the jungle cockle is going to have to break off for you. It'll not pull out. Get it to last a wee bit longer, and keeping your thread tight. Come in, try not to rack your wing the way I've done. And pull out the stems. Just to finish off, I need to put some flash on the head, so I'm just going to go back to my mirror flash. Get one strand. Offer this up to the hook, just offering it up onto my side. Just putting it in, taking the thread down, and then I'll just come around with one full turn, follow this around with my thread, a couple of turns in to secure, like to fold the flash back. Even though I'm going to varnish and super glue, don't worry about the strand of flash, just leave that. Just come straight in with your whip finishing tool and throw in a whip finish. Pull your thread nice and tight, come in, trim away your tan thread, then you can come in and trim away the strand of flash. Then the first coat onto the head, just a wee drop of super glue first, just right round the whole way right round. Let this dry, then come in, and please guys, if you're using super glue on your salmon flies, particularly on the head, make sure you seal it up. So put a couple of coats of varnish onto that, just to make sure that the super glue's sealed up, because it will, no matter what, no matter how long it takes, it will take a moisture bloom. But there you go guys. So listen, thanks for watching. That's the Blue Angel. Looking forward to next year. Be a good wee fly to think about having in your box, so tie a few of those up. Hopefully they can catch you a few fish. As always guys, many thanks for taking the time to view the video. I really appreciate it. I know people's got busy lives, so thank you. And until next time, please stay safe. Look after each other, look after your families, and take lanes.